Hi, thank you for watching Cherie's weight loss journey. I decided to get out. It's been a couple of days. Haven't did a video. I've been allowing my body to just regenerate. I was having some problems with my wrist at work. So I decided, with all of the problems and the irritation that I was feeling in my wrist, that I would utilize some PTO, leave and go home early. So I did. Took a couple hours PTO and left work early and decided to utilize that time to regenerate myself. I started a crochet project. Actually, I worked on two crochet projects. One was the vest that I wanted to wear, over my thermals when I sleep at night. I finished that. And then I was like, okay, I'm progressing. Can I move up to something nicer? This vest, I was practicing using different kinds of stitching. So yeah, I was quite pleased about my progress. So I moved on to try to see if I could do a sweater. And yeah, after several trials and errors, I got two front panels with hidden pockets, and I'm like, yes, this is great, right? So this was my effort to to keep my wrist moving, even though it felt like I had injured it. And so yeah, it got a lot of movement. Then I ran out of yarn, and I was tempted to just I don't want to stop, I need to go buy some yarn. Then it was like, you need to go buy some food, right? So anyway, I didn't want to get out because it was cold. And it was like, well, shit, you got thermals, you got fleece-lined sweatsuits, you have coats, gloves, shoes. What's wrong with you? And it's sunshiny out. And I was like, I don't know what's wrong with me. And my dog is like, yeah, what's wrong with you? Hold on. So because I had been laying around for 2 days, laying around watching videos and crocheting and taking it easy. A little voice in my head said, yeah, your muscles will start to atrophy if you keep laying there. You better keep it moving some kind of way. So I was like, okay, well, what if I do yoga for 10 minutes? And it was like, yeah, that's great, do it. So I did like some yoga moves for about 10 minutes, some breathing, and then it was like, okay, now that you're feeling better, aren't you feeling better? And I was like, yeah, I'm feeling better. Then it was like, well, if you're feeling better, then you can go to the store, you can go for a walk, you could just do something. You don't have to be on this rigid regimen, right? And I was like, okay, but I really don't want to go to the store, because I'll go to the store and they're like, okay, well, put your order online and just go for a walk. So I went online, right, and decided to put my order in. And just as I was checking out, Walmart offered another free express delivery. And I was like, oh, yay, yay, right? So I got an express delivery coming. Bought me some, some of my usual, my yogurts, my sausage. I did buy some grits. I'm like, yeah, but grits, they had 3 grams of protein. Yes, they're high in carbs, but Jesus, we know we like grits. So, I'll probably at some point, eat that along with the shrimp that I bought, right? Because it's like, yeah, shrimp and grits. Oh, Lord. Okay. So, I bought some protein snacks. This time I went ahead and bought the individually packed Greek yogurt flavored snack packs, and I'm happy with that. I also bought oh look, somebody tried to do a painting. Nice colors, pretty flat. They need to get into some more shadow practice when they're drawing. What else? I bought some more chicken. I didn't run out of chicken, but I bought some more because it was a little bit cheaper. And I felt like having some chicken wings. And the price of chicken wings is just ridiculous. I mean, it's insane. So, what I'll probably do is cut the wings off of a chicken and make my own. Okay? Because I do. I like to have chicken wings. Right? And, I ain't scared to cut no chicken. I'll cut a chicken up in a minute. Okay? Because I went to go buy a pack of wings, right? And the wings, a package of wings, a big package, because you got to save a few pennies per pound, but a big package would have cost me like $15, right? And I'm like, wow, I could have bought 2 whole chickens for that, right? So that's what I did. I bought 2 whole chickens. And here's the thing. I'm cooking for one. How many chicken wings do I really need to eat at one time? Surely not more than four pieces, right? Man, I cannot even tell you when it blew my mind. The first day I went into like a fast food restaurant and I asked for 2 pieces of chicken wings. I had no idea that they were going to split a wing from the forearm and call it 2 pieces. I was like, this is not 2 pieces. This is 1 wing. Right? But, you know, that's what they do to us. You know, they confabulate things and tell you, no, that's 2 pieces. Right? But when you go to a restaurant, you know, and it says 1 wing, 2 wings, right? I was expecting a whole wing, right? That's how we used to sell it when I was young. Okay, they used to sell the whole wing and call it 1 piece. Now you just get a portion, a piece of the piece. They call it a piece. Tricky, but clever. Because people bought it and they're not disputing it, right? So yeah. I got on my pink thermos, right? Let me show you something. And these thermos here, they actually, the sweatsuit is lined with fake fur, right? So I feel warm. It is in the 50s out here. And I know for a lot of people, you know, people were like, the 50s ain't cold. Well, it is kind of cold when, you know, 3 months ago you was dealing with 90-degree weather. Okay? So, one of the things that I had noticed about my body today is I'm already starting to get into a large because of the lack of carbs and sugars that I have not been eating. Right? So, yeah, my sweatsuit is actually an extra large. And I have clothing, I have my thermals on underneath. And, you know, I have plenty of room. It's baggy on me. That's what I mean to say. It's baggy on me. Which is great for layering. Okay? Let's go this way. This way, baby. So I had to send out a spiritual video today, And this was about spiritual authority, right? Because of the misconception that a lot of people have, feeling as if the only way that they know that they have spiritual authority is to lord over others. And it's like, yeah, that's a whole different kind of spiritual authority than, the Christ consciousness. Yeah. So I felt like we had to clarify that because, people don't know the difference between spirituality, because there's different kinds. Okay? And why not? We are in Sagittarius season, which is, the time of philosophies and religion. Okay? Yeah. So, I found my my camera stick. I found my my camera holder for the car mirror. And I also found my camera light with a camera stand. And that was just one of them, because I think I have another one too. So I guess, by 2025, I'm going to be probably up and running a full-fledged channel. Oh my gosh, I have my favorite vloggers that I watch, and sometimes they'll say that they're not. It's weird how they'll say that they don't think that they recorded anything interesting. And on those days, that's when I'm thinking that, oh my gosh, they had really, gave us a lot of information. All right? So yeah. And then a lot of times some of the stuff that I see are viral. It's like they're just wicked. And that does say something about, our population, how we like to watch the absurd and the wicked and the ratchet, which is okay, right? It's okay unless it changes you as a person, right? And once it changes you as a person, then you had did something to the excess, right? You had did something to the excess. And so now, it has changed your brain chemistry. Your brain chemistry changes your body metabolism and its functioning. And there you have it. Problematic. Right? A problem that now you didn't know was a problem, and yet it's your job to solve it. Oh yeah. So I'm excited, about getting my groceries delivered to me. When I get back to the house, I'm gonna have to check to see how much yarn I have, because I'm really, I am not. Let me just say it. I am not gonna buy yarn online. The last time I bought yarn online, I had got these little itty bitty bolts of yarn, and I was like, wow. And I think I spent like $40, right? And I was like, So, yeah. But, to be honest, these last 2 days have really made me feel like this is what it feels like to be retired. Right? You do what you want, when you want, how you want, and you don't have to really worry about getting your bills paid because they pay. That's what retirement is. Right? You have a lot of people who will say that they're retired just because they don't go to a 9 to 5, but they're still working. Right? So, say for instance, if I decide not to keep my part-time job, right? If I decide not to keep my part-time job and but I replace that with selling merchandise or going on YouTube. Yes, that gives me purpose. Okay? It does give me purpose. It does bring in money. Right? But to me, I would be shifting into a different type of work arena, right? More entrepreneur. And there's nothing wrong with being a retiree entrepreneur to the time you die. Actually, that's ideal. That would be your ideal situation, right? Now, when I first started my journey on this weight loss program, I had realized that I had a problem. One of my problems was an extreme loss of resources, right? A devastating situation amongst family and friends where I felt like they violated me. And empty nesting and still recovering from thyroid cancer without medical. So I was tremendously burdened with all kinds of stressors and huge changes, and I hadn't even went anywhere. Okay, so it was like, well, you're either going to get better at managing your illness, or you're going to lose everything and die. And I was like, well, that's kind of harsh. I don't deserve that kind of harshness. And it was like, it has nothing to do with being harsh. It's the reality of things, right? So I had to basically dissect the problems that I was having. Okay? And one was being an empty nester. Two was being over 60. Three, not having enough money to be fully retired. Four, how am I going to get my medicine? Right? And even right now, I think about these things because, you know, even though I'm sustaining myself right now, right? I'm surviving, not thriving. You know, which I should be, in my opinion, thriving because, you know, I've been working since I was 13 years old. It shows on my Social Security resume, okay? And, it was my plan to retire and to be financially viable, right? And that was the time that I was going to utilize to do the things that I had really wanted to do, right? Because when I was younger, I did want to become involved in the liberal arts, right? But oh hell no, a starving artist? Hell no. And that was part of the problem that happened when people used to take the route of becoming involved in the liberal arts. Oh, my groceries are here. See, I took a walk and my groceries are here. Look at there, look at there, look at there. Yes. Had to buy some coffee. Yes. Anyway, hold on.